We're at the Goldfields Raceway in the Free State for rounds 5 and 6 of the CMS South African Superbike Championships, which have provided the best motor racing in South African circuits for the past few years. This season is no exception. And here comes more excitement. Joining all the works teams are the backbone of Superbike racing, the privateers. On limited budgets, they're able to compete with the best. There's a Rushan Moodley with his brand new Suzuki. He's in a team with Matt Durrans of Bike SA. After practice on Saturday, Greg Dray on his Castrol Honda is just 0.1 of a second ahead of reigning champion Russell Wood in the Nasher Honda. And a turn-up in third spot in the front row is a privateer, Henny Bezuidenhout, on the Powersport Royal Purple Honda. Henny Bezuidenhout, you're a privateer riding on your Powersport Honda there, but right up there with the works teams. How did you do that?
Oh, Roger, it's one of my favourite circuits out here at Welcome. It's actually been a very tough weekend. We blew our gearbox on Thursday, and my race tune, I'll show, when he worked the whole of Thursday to get the thing going, sitting here in the rain. And then with yesterday, the practice being cancelled, we didn't really know if our bike was good or not. And we went out this morning, and it's fairly good. We beat all the Suzukis on my Honda, Passport Honda, and I'm very happy.
And there he is, splitting up the Honda and the Suzuki teams, is Henny Bezuidenhout on the front row. 5 riders on each of the rows. There's 25 motorcycles in all, the top talent in the country. Dreyer on pole position. He's had 3 wins in 4 races and is 4-time South African Superbike champion. We're ready for the off the revs up, not many wheelies, as we've got excitement coming our way as they head 300 metres away to the S's. And in the front, it is Greg Dray. The Castrol Honda's gone to the front. Russell Wood and won the champion is second, and Brad Anassis, normally with those rocket starts, is in third position. As they head down the 1 kilometre straight, it's Russell Wood slipstreaming his way past Greg Dreyer. And as they get onto the brakes, have you ever seen a sight like this? 25 high-speed motorcycles going down through their 6-speed gearboxes, and Russell Wood has gone to the front. 2 leaders, and we've just done half a lap. Those Elf Suzuki's easy to spot with those red tails. They accelerate away out of Castrol Corner. You've got to go around there slower than you actually think. Wood on an absolute roll in the front. He can hear Dreyer just behind him. 23 is Anassis, Brett McLeod's in there. 31 is Robbie Peterson going well on that Motul Yamaha. Mike Dickinson's a little further back. The green leathers are the Shell Kawasaki's, a Sean White from Zimbabwe and Donnie Maritz from Cape Town. And Russell Wood looking good. His main enemy is just behind him. Number 2 is Greg Dreyer. That's how they finished in the championship. Last year's they come through 13 is horror for that Dayglow nose. And as we go down through the field, it is just slipping and sliding our way through over his shoulder. Looks Wood, and he sees number 2, Gunfighter Eyes, and Dreyer's on a charge. As they come past us there up through those boxes at 14,000 RPM, Wood holds onto his lead as he goes into the S's, and he knows he's in a fight. His knees getting hot through those Teflon pads. 46, very, very neat rider indeed is Brett McLeod, one of the stars of the Elf Suzuki team, as they crank it till it hurts as they go around that Sabre sweep. Now they start to straighten up and down that long straight, and Dre's got a toe there. The right place to pass is the clubhouse. There's a white building on the left-hand side. You need to do it no earlier than that. As you come past there, it's time to make your move, as he's doing now. Now he's watching Wood. He's going to get him on the brakes, or is he? Because Wood is a late breaker. Then the 2 Elf Suzuki's, and Henny Bezuidenhout is right on there, that privateer coming up the left-hand side on number 26. Who's got it into the corner? Is it Dreyer? No, Wood sweeps across his front wheel, and Nassus, the order stays the same. Brett McLeod and Henny Bezuidenhout on that Powersport, that Royal Purple machine, the colourful one, is right in the pack with him. So is Sean White. This little Zimbabwean is riding so well these days. Comes down from Harare. It's still Wood. He's hanging on to this lead tooth and nail. But man, has he got competition. Brett McLeod's in there trying to get around Brad Anassis. Then it is Henny Bezuidenhout and Sean White as they come out of the Conti sweep and into Marlem Corner. They are cranked over so far, you can't believe it, right over onto the makers' names. Horror had a very bad tumble down in Cape Town. He's repaired himself and is back in action, leading Mike Dickinson on that Motul Yamaha. And here they come again. Andreas slipstreaming Wood. He's going to make a move as Anassis looks over his shoulder and says to Brett McLeod, go and get him. Get onto Wood and get onto Dreyer's tail. Let's see what we can get out of these Suzukis. It's still Wood in the front, and Dreyer is putting the pressure on. Right and left through the S's, and then into this long sweep. You cannot crank these motorcycles over any further. And here he comes. He's making his way for it. It's Dreyer going for Wood. And then it's Brett McLeod and that Elf Suzuki. And Nassus is under threat there from Henny Bezuidenhout. Just looking up over his screen as he goes down there. They're doing 260 k's an hour. Onto the brakes. That whole pack arrives. That howling, banshee, wailing pack arrives. And it's Dreyer. We've got a new leader. Dreher's gone to the front, and Wood, he's not going to let him get away with this. You can see the body language getting himself ready for this Conti corner. They go over the tunnel, go crank it over on the left-hand side, and then over to the right on maximum. Henny Bezuidenhout there about 28 is Sean White, and Graham Frambadon, number 7. The Elf Suzuki's coming into the picture. A little bit further behind is Robbie Peterson, going so well on that modal Yamaha. 6 is Gavin Ramsey. Then we've got 31 Peterson, 8 is Mike Dickerson. Wow, a better shot than this you won't find on any motorcycle circuit anywhere around the world. You're right at the trackside as they come past you at high speed. And Russell Wood's going for it. He's got Dreher inside. He's past the clubhouse. Here it is. He's going to be onto the brakes in about 200 metres time. Here he comes. He's going to hold on to it. Is Dreher going to get past him? It's Wood going in sideways. 160 k's an hour. Gets that back wheel stepping out. What motorcycle racing. Yellow patch easy to see, although Dreher must be sick of seeing that yellow patch ahead of him. It's Russell Wood, very determined Russell Wood. He's had enough of Dreher winning. He's won the last 3 races as Greg Dreher, and he doesn't want this to happen for too long. And Dreher's putting the pressure on, no doubt about it. He's right under his exhaust pipe as he goes around there. Brett McLeod's well positioned as they accelerate out of Conti on the way to Marlem. It's a double left-hander. You go around in one long loop. This is you cut in closely here, go wide on the circuit. Just keep it heeled well over. Tighten your line again as you come through, and don't open up the gate too much or the next man's going to be through. As you nearly saw Greg Dreher doing there to Russell Wood. Here they come again. It's Wood over his shoulder. He sees Dreher. He's wishing himself he just vanished. And Henny Bezuidenhout, he's got himself into 4th spot, and it's closing. 6 is Gavin Ramsey. 3 is Stuart McLeod. 8 is Dickinson as they come hurtling at 240 k's an hour into the SS. Got to be careful around this corner. Those high curbs have caught out many a motorcyclist and car driver for that matter. 28 is 1. 41, a one-off ride there for Mike Wilson. He's been followed by Ramsey and Stuart McLeod. And there's the modal Yamaha in full flight, being ridden by Mike Dickinson, the former short circuit champion. Dreher's going for it. Wood can do nothing about it. And the others are coming down the road. It's Brett McLeod. He's bringing Henny Bezuidenhout with him. This is racing out of the top draw. You can't bet it. McLeod has sailed past. Is he going to take the lead as he gets onto the brakes down? It's going to be a hard boy to beat Russell Wood. He's done it. Who's going to get to the corner first? He's done it. The first time he's led a superbike race, and Brett McLeod on the Elf Suzuki has gone to the front. Who else is going to lead this race? Is anybody's guess? It's Dreher now. That's going to make him more determined. Where did McLeod come? He's worrying about Russell Wood, and now he's got Brett McLeod to fight off as well. 46, Brett McLeod, fine little rider. Very stylish indeed. Wood is on 1, 26 is Henny Bezuidenhout, and Brad Nass has faded just a wee bit. It's what we call fading 20 metres behind him, but in a good position to close up on those riders. You can do it down that long straight. Henny Bezuidenhout, you can't go much further over than that. That Royal Purple and Power Sport Honda, well prepared there by Sherwin. He's done a great job, and a privateer in amongst those works machines. He's got works Suzukis behind him as well. And McLeod is making the most of it, but he knows he's got heavy competition, and he's a roughie as Greg Dreher. He can take on anybody. In fact, Carl Fogarty was so happy when he left England and came back to South Africa. Brilliant shots as they come through there. The camera mounted down on the curb is giving us shots like you'll never see anywhere else in the world. Cranking right, cranking left, and they're straightening up for this long straight, and here comes Dreher. You can do nothing. You just pull him along, you get sucked along, and that's still there behind your motorcycle, and Wood is making the most of it too. Sitting up to see if he's going to outbrake him. You don't want to show your hand too early in this race as they spread out at 260 k's an hour onto the brakes. They're doing it 75 metres, and Wood goes in sideways. Have a look at that for riding speedway style from 160 k's an hour. The back wheel locked and he goes in sideways. He was leading, but Dreher's got back in the lead. Can you believe it? 2 leaders in one corner. They swapped the lead in the corner. And Dreher's making the most of it. He's trying to get a shot of Wood, that's for sure. McLeod's well placed. So is Henny Bezuidenhout. One slip on the part of these others, or you can just slipstream them down that long straight. This circuit really flows. Going to make a great Grand Prix when the World Championship comes here next March in 1999. And we've got Freddie van Rooyen has gone off the circuit there. As we say, one mistake, and this is what it does to you. Dreher now into the final stage of the race. They've got a lap to go. He looks over his shoulder. Henny Bezuidenhout is starting to come past him. As they go in, it's Bezuidenhout. The first time he's a privateer, has led a superbike race, and look at the talent behind him. He's got Greg Dreher. He's got Brett McLeod. He's really coming on strong. He won the 250 championship last year, and this is his first full season on superbike. As they straighten out from the straight, this is last chance there for Dreher. He's got to do it, and Russell Wood's in the pack as well, getting towed along on the way down to Castrol Corner. You can overdo the braking, you'll find yourself out in the veld. Here comes Wood, he's past 2 of them. No, he's on Henny Bezuidenhout's tail, he's past McLeod. And Russell Wood wants a win very, very badly. He's the reigning champion. He's won 12 titles, and he wants title number 13. Time and distance are running out there as Greg Dreyer looks certain for a win, and Brett McLeod fights off. Henny Bezuidenhout has reclaimed third position. Bezuidenhout goes back to fourth from first. He's gone back to fourth spot in just half a lap. Got a few corners to go if he's going to get back that third position from Brett McLeod, looking very neat indeed. But what a great ride by number 26, Henny Bezuidenhout, on that Power Sport and Royal Purple Honda. Going well, and Brandon Assis arrived to join the party as well. He's really made a comeback in the later stages of the race. And Graham van Badar not too far behind. The flag is out. It's going to be Dreyer. Russell Wood just a half a second behind, and Brett McLeod, great ride, hangs on to his third position ahead of Bezuidenhout and Anassis. So Dreyer gets his hat-trick of wins, but with all makes of motorcycles and talent swarming all over him, he had to really fight for this win.
Yeah, I was expecting more of them because the guys were obviously right up there. But you never know who's behind you because of the slipstreaming. I mean, even if the guy's way behind, he can haul you in a hell of a lot in sort of half a lap. You know, so it can be anybody's game. You just have to use your sort of head a little bit. That's all.
The lead changed no less than 9 times in that race, and that's just how competitive the superbike racing is these days. No lap records, but the fastest lap set up by Henny Bezuidenhout. Dreyer has won 4 out of the last 5 races.